believe that was Jasmine with us before as well too, Bill, or do you recall? Was Jasmine on our previous ones before?
Jasmine, have you been on our previous ones? I don't remember.
No, I haven't. It's my first time.
Awesome. Awesome. So, a lot of what, we'll discuss is going to be, just kind of what's going to be going on in AEP 2025, what opportunity you have with Bill, and what we can help provide in assistance with that to make sure that you take advantage of this AEP and service all of your clients. So, Bill, am I good to go ahead and share my screen?
You're good to go.
Perfect. Let me get that squared away. Perfect. Let's retry that. Share. Perfect. Just let me know when you're seeing my screen. It should be popping up. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So, as you all know, Bill, Neishloss, we are all partnering together here at this AEP and beyond to try to help drive as much business as possible and take advantage of what's realistically going to be the biggest AEP ever. And we'll go over some of the reasons of why it will be the biggest AEP ever, and then some things that's going to be available to you, the contracts that are available, the services, everything that's provided, and more importantly, the opportunity as well. So we will go ahead and we're going to go over in order of just the opportunity. And then we're going to go into what Neishloss provides along with Bill and what you guys get by partnering with Bill, which will be back office support, training, technology, marketing. There's some ACA available there as well. And then, of course, compliance support, because as we know, in the ever evolving world of CMS and how it's completely changing constantly, we need to make sure we're up to date on our compliance. So we got you covered there as well. So first, I already mentioned it. It's going to be the biggest AEP ever. Simply, there's no AEP that's forecasted to have ever taken place like what they're forecasting for this year. And a lot of reasons are going to be around that. CMS final rule. If you're familiar at all with the Inflation Reduction Act, it is going to completely change the whole Part D market in general. How Part D works for consumers, how it works for the carriers, how it works for the manufacturers, and of course, how it works for Medicare. Now, I could go here and go ahead and tell you all of the crazy minute details of what's really changing and everything such as that, but a solid blanket statement for you to hear. If you were somebody who spent over $2,000 on your Part D medications each year, you will be saving money. If you weren't spending $2,000 each year on your Part D drugs, you'll probably be paying a little bit more. Now, what happens here is that if you looked at the donut hole in the whole coverage phases for the Part D, pretty much for every year up until now, there's your deductible phase, your initial coverage phase, you go into the donut hole, and then you go into the catastrophic phase. So the donut hole is what always would screw over consumers, right? If they go into the donut hole, they're paying a crazy amount of dollars per drugs until they get out of the donut hole. Well, Medicare's doing away with the donut hole. Now, what is going to happen? All you need to know for your consumers is that they will have a $2,000 troop. True out-of-pocket cost is what troop stands for. And the best way to measure troop is if I pay $1 for a prescription that I'm getting from the pharmacy that is on my plan's formulary, that dollar that comes out of my pocket goes towards my $2,000 out-of-pocket maximum for drugs in 2025. So consumers who were spending a lot of money on drugs each year will get them for cheaper this year. Consumers who were maybe spending $100 a year on drugs, maybe a couple of tier ones, tier twos, nothing real crazy, they will probably pay more. But who is definitely going to be paying more no matter what is the carriers. Now, where this impacts all of us is that our Part D benefit is going to be connected to the Medicare Advantage plans and, of course, standalone Medicare prescription drug plans as well. So their premiums, they're going to rise. The drug cost, it's going to rise. Some carriers are going to be more apt to being able to offset those costs than others. Some carriers may have to degrade their benefits to help offset the additional cost for the Part D. Some carriers may be able to offset them naturally other ways and then be able to reinvest into the benefits. So what I mentioned earlier about the biggest AEP ever, typically every year, 10 to 12% of consumers shop for a new plan during AEP. This year, our actuarial team is anticipating that we are going to see a 50% to 60% shopping rate. So again, that's 5 times the amount of people who are going to be looking to change plans. That's going to be 5 times than what you see over the course of a typical AEP. So of course, it's a massive, massive opportunity. So to take care of that opportunity, try to get as much out of it as possible, we're all partnering together here. And you're going to be partnering with Bill and doing your contracts with Bill. And with that, you're going to be getting back office support. Our whole team, our whole structure here at Neishloss and Fleming is to help you guys all sell as much business as possible. That means that as much as we can possibly do, we're going to take off your plate, whether that's contracting, we're the experts at it. We send you what you need to do. We tell you what you need to do, and then we help process everything on the back end. Between that as well, agent services and member services. This AEP is going to be the busiest one you've ever been a part of. You should not be taking your whole afternoon trying to make sure that people have their basic member services issues taken care of. What you need to do, you need to tell Bill, you need to tell Neishloss, hey, guys, I have a member issue going on here. Can you please take care of this? So instead of spending 2 hours on the phone trying to get a hold of whoever at whatever carrier is going to be helping you, send it to us. If we can help you with it, we'll take it off your plate so you can get back to doing what you need to do, and what that is a sell, right? Take care of more clients, have a bigger paycheck at the end of AEP. So we try to take all of that off your plate. We also have the connections at the carriers. We are direct with most carriers, so we can go directly to those people, and those resources are available to you through Bill. Training. There's also probably going to be a lot of people that are entering into the market this year, and a lot of people that, even if they've been in the market for a while, they may not know everything that's totally changing for 2025. Wherever you're at on that scale, Neishloss and Fleming can help with training. We do group trainings, we do live trainings, we have a lot of training material that we have done as well. One-on-one training is available on a specific basis. Now we have to be realistic with the time that everybody has during AEP as well. But if you have basic questions, product questions, whatever, sales support, that's what we're here for as well. So even if you need training from what is A and what is B, you can join our Monday meetings. You can join our Monday trainings that we do every single week. You can also watch our videos that we provide too. We have a lot of great material that can show somebody basically how to go from not knowing anything about Medicare to being able to sell, all by just watching their training materials. Beyond that too, sales support is what we're here for as well. Again, you have a product question, we're going to be able to answer. And if we can't get that answer right away, we'll get it for you as soon as possible. Don't worry about reaching out to your broker manager. We'll handle that. Technology training. I'm not 100% sure if anyone on here is currently using it, but we have Medicare Center as a multi-carrier multi-carrier online enrollment platform. What that's going to allow you to do, all the contracts you have through Bill, IBC, Highmark, whatever it may be, you're going to be able to use our free online enrollment system to be able to utilize for quotes, finding out what plans are the best, doing doctor lookups, doing drug lookups, all that wonderful stuff right on Medicare Center. Beyond that, Medicare Center is also a CRM, which we'll go over. I believe that matter of fact, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get to the next slide. Medicare Center is a free system, like I mentioned earlier. Multi-carrier online enrollment platform, CRM, lead center as well, where you can actually buy leads directly from the website and they go directly into your Medicare Center CRM. You can do a lot of stuff with this, guys. This is your essential, I guess, home office wherever you want. Excuse me, your home office from wherever you're working that day. You can go ahead and do quotes from here. You build profiles. It has an in-system call recording functionality as well, so that whenever you're doing your sales calls, you can have them call your Medicare Center number, which will connect to your cell phone and automatically record the call. So it's something where you can send all your SOAs from, literally anything you need from the whole start of getting a prospect to getting to the end of the sale. This system has for you right here. And also coming in 2025 for this AEP is going to be what we call Client Sync. Client Sync is going to give your clients the ability to go onto a consumer-facing site of Medicare Center using your MPN. They will be able to create a profile, add all their drugs, their doctors, whatever it may be. And then they can actually even enroll themselves if they're privy to it, or they just say, hey, I'm ready for an appointment. If somebody fills out a form on your Pearl, you get a notification of it and you get all the contact information they provided. So not only is this good for prospecting, but this is really good for book of business management. If you have 100 clients this AEP, you need to assume about 60 of them are probably going to try change. Retention is going to be very important this year. So along with new sales, we have to figure out how to automate those, but we also have to figure out how to automate our book of business renewals as well. This is a great place to do it. If they're not already in the system, this is a great and easy way to do it. You can take your link, whatever it may be, and you can put into a QR code, mail it to all your consumers in a letter. If you're prospecting, go ahead and put your QR code on whatever piece you're using. People will scan it. People will create profiles. You'll get leads that way. So Medicare Center is not only an enrollment system, a CRM system, but it's also a prospecting system as well. And we do trainings on this all the time. Again, went over the call recording, the Pearl. One thing I wanted to go over a little bit more is Lead Center. I call Lead Center the Amazon leads. Essentially, what you can do is you can go on there and you can shop for leads in whatever area you're looking for. You can go to whatever county in Iowa, Philadelphia County here in PA, Allegheny County over here in Pittsburgh, whatever it may be, wherever you're looking for leads, you can go on here, check out what's available currently in that area and purchase them and immediately be able to work them. So not only can you do inventory leads, which are going to be leads that have been generated within 30 days, 60 days, sometimes 90 days. And of course, the older leads are, the cheaper they get, but they're going to be either direct mail leads, internet leads, or this AEP, they will also have live lead campaigns, whether it's live transfers, real-time data leads. All this stuff is available there, and it's very simple to use as well. So any leads you buy on here, go directly in your CRM, and also you can sell them directly out of the same lead system you bought it from. So it automates everything for you right there, all in one system. And again, anything you have through Bill, you'll be able to use the system for. Marketing, it's going to be very important this year. Everybody's going to be marketing, right? You already see it every AEP, but if you think that your seniors' mailboxes are full of previous AEPs, just wait until you see what's going to be like this AEP. It's going to be very important to be able to market yourself. So we do have an in-house marketing team that provides a lot of custom graphic design services free to you all. We can help you with your website. We can help you with mailing pieces you want to put out. We also have a lot of templates too. If you're just looking for something you want to send out to a T65 mailer, maybe an AEP prospecting mailer, we have all this right here. We can help you with business cards, social media. We can help you with that, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it could possibly be. We'll help you form your websites. We'll give you advice on what to post, what not to post, help you build stuff out. Basically, the whole marketing team, their whole reason of existence is to make sure that you have everything you need to effectively market yourself to consumers and your existing consumers as well. Compliance. As I mentioned earlier, we're always up to date on compliance, and you have to stay up to date on it. We will do compliance checks on all of your marketing, whether you have a question on what do I need to do to stay compliant at the sales event. hey, Chris, I want to send out this mailing piece with this kind of language in it. Is it compliant? Whatever it may be, we have all the answers on compliance. And as you may know, it's probably one of the most important things that you need to make sure you follow in this space, because if you're caught being non-compliant, you could lose your license. If you lose your license, you're not able to write business. And beyond that, all the business you wrote before is gone. So we need to make sure we stay compliant. Otherwise, we're going to lose everything we built. So, in terms of the services we provide, we try to do the full package. We do back office support, sales support, training. We provide the technology. We provide the marketing. We also provide the lead system as well. And then lastly, of course, we do compliance. So, you have everything covered here. You also have Bill here too. And Bill, everyone here knows what Bill is capable of and the value that he brings as an upline. But you have the products too. So, we have everything here available. And right now we're kind of against the clock right here. It's already halfway through August. If you're not already contracted with Bill for your products, or you're not really up to speed on Medicare, we need to get going on that right away. So I know that Bill's been working with a lot of folks on getting releases for IBC, getting the appropriate contracting work over to us, and we follow it from there. And at that point, it's time to strategize, time to figure out how we're going to take advantage of this AEP. Bill, you got anything on to add there?
I definitely want to have Laura speak on how she was doing inside the shop rights or fresh grocer or IBC. But I also want to say, guys, we're having a kickoff, a Blue Cross for both Blue Crosses, IBX and VIP. And the purpose of that, coming to that event, it'll be September 5th in Maggiano's and King of Prussia for people who are contracted. And the purpose of that event is because we're going to have the actual broker managers there, okay? And also, we're going to talk about something that's very sacred, I would say, in the Medicare space, okay? For us agents, whoever are veterans here, and we have a couple veterans on here, but they know what that is. If you get a list from the state, okay, or state, clients that may have a state plan, but they are new to Medicare, that is the holy grail of a lead, okay? And because I was, an FMO for years with a part of Blue Cross, we know how to compliantly call them, okay? Do it the right way, have a disposition on it, and make sure that, we're plugging them into their plan, What does that mean for you? Well, if they're new to Medicare, okay, in Pennsylvania, it's $800, okay? It's pretty much it. And the thing is that a lot of agents are like, well, what does that mean? The rookies or greenies. But for veterans, that is so unique because we don't know how many we can get thousands, okay? And Chris was there at the time when I was offered that, and of course he was offered that. And it was one of the reasons why we hooked up and we got together, because number one, the lead center, and also that we have our own URL you can use on the Medicare Center, which means you could text the client your URL and walk them through enrolling. Do y'all see this? You can text them that Blue Cross or text them, what's in the Medicare Center with your picture on and everything, and walk them through the plan. Do you guys see this? We did not have this years ago, Chris. We had to physically go to their home and take a paper app.
Yeah.
And we had thousands of times, it took us a whole year to do it. Just the list, the whole year. We didn't even need leads. We didn't need mailers, nothing. We just called them and went out and see them. So now you're telling me that I could send a client a text and they can enroll? What? So I just wanted to say that that's one of the reasons why I got up with Niche Loss. I got up with Chris, and we have other events coming up because, guys, this is mind blowing. So, guys, get your release forms. If you're here, get them to me. That's not offered to other people, guys. They need people who they can trust. It's not like, oh, we're giving it out to everybody. No, why would they do that? You might sell them something else. Okay.
That's right.
So anyway, I just want to say that. Thank you, Chris. I just wanted to say that type of technology, and I know we'll do trainings on that on the Medicare Center and the Lead Center, guys. You haven't seen the leads. There's other videos you could watch where Chris and Zach will go into the Lead Center, and you guys can see the Medicare leads, but you can buy them for dollars, guys, for pennies almost. Sometimes they have deals. Buy those old leads, send them a refresher letter, let them know hey, you're an agent for 2025. You may have filled this out a while ago, but things have changed. And you don't have to say what carrier represent. That's how you stay compliant. We'll show you that. Chris and them will show you that. We know the techniques, guys. You have the office back here. You can create all that stuff and send it off and get your book of business up and cross-sell from there. So I just want to say that, but go ahead, Laura.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well this morning. I'm pretty excited about that IBC opportunity, and it's open for all of us. Basically, I went to I was at a fresh grocer. I set up the table, put out the information, and you just talk to the people as they go by. If you just sit there and don't say anything, you might get one or two people to stop through. But if they had little salt and pepper, I was like, "Hi, you have Medicare?" And that simple question, either it kind of baits them in. It gets them to come over and talk to you. Have a regular old conversation with them. And I did it on Tuesday and I got 10 leads. I could not believe it. And that was in the span of from about 9:15 to 11:45. So let's say roughly 2.5, 3 hours. So I was like, oh, okay. And the good thing about that also, guys, is it's building up your lead for AEP. Okay, these people, they might not be able to change now, but for AEP, and I prep them, I say that I'm calling you because all the new plans are coming out, and I tell them I'm calling them. And I know it's going to be a lot of people, but I got their number, and I said I'm gonna text you first, and then I'm gonna let you know I'm calling you. Don't you not answer my call. But what I'm doing today is I'm going in to remind them, talk to them a little bit, and just put them on my schedule for October 15th or whatever. So yeah, it's great. I recommend it. I recommend it.
And Laura, and I want to just add on what Laura said there. She did the most important thing. She says, if you're going to just sit there, you might not get any action at all. Maybe one or two people, but if you're engaging with people and you're bringing people over your table, the retail space, the grassroots marketing side of this business requires somebody with personality to be able to talk to people, make them feel warm and loved. So, but of course, they know that they can trust you, right? Another thing, so that's fantastic. You have to do it because people will tell me all the time, Chris, I did this retail event, didn't work out for me. It's not my gig. I don't want to do it. Well, don't get me wrong. You're not going to get 10 leads every time. Laura, that's an incredible day. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, you're talking an hour and a half pretty much. You got 2.5 hours. You were getting a lead every 12 minutes. Pretty darn good. So then beyond that, there's going to be opportunities like what Laura's doing popping all over the place. Bill's in connection with the ones that you're getting from IBC, Caritas. There's going to be other carriers as well. And then not only that too, if you have worked retail before and you did use the bubbly personality, you did do what Laura said to do, and it hasn't worked in previous years to the tune that you would have liked, try it again this year. As I mentioned, all of a sudden last year, you were looking at 1 out of 10 seniors who walked past you. Only 1 out of 10 of them were looking for a new plan. I don't know if you're all watching the news, but they're starting to talk about the Inflation Reduction Act. They're talking about the impact it's going to have on the seniors. You're going to have those people. You're going to have 5 times more people at whatever retail location you were at last year. 5 times as many seniors are going to be looking for a new plan this year. So maybe last year, although I think Laura could get 10 leads wherever she goes, I think last year, maybe she could have only gotten 2 or 3. This year, she's already getting 10, right? Who knows? Just keep going at it because whatever you were getting your results in previous years, you can probably increase that by 300% this year.
I want to add to that too, because what's going to happen is in the middle of September, Mel is going to go out and they're going to use the Inflation Reduction Act as a marketing tactic. Trust me. They're going to say, oh, cost of prescriptions have went up. Changes in Medicare 2025. They're going to use all these talking points. Okay. And by the way, just the piggyback what Laura was saying, if you're giving out a free bag at a supermarket, like, you know, because they got to pay for sometimes these grocery bags. Imagine you giving out one for free and they see an IBX bag. Because I saw it. I see, you know, they set you up, guys, with a table. Nick will set you up here in the Philly area. He's our broker manager. And he'll give you all the brochures, the table, the Blue Cross table. It'll say Blue Cross, Independence, Blue Cross, and it'll say Keystone VIP. It says both. There's a dual, you know, tablecloth. And you'll have these bags, and these are these duffel bags, okay? And guys, they want them. You know, I'm going to do a whole YouTube on them and just throw them on YouTube and watch in TikTok and X and all that, because I want people to see them like, oh my God, I wonder how many people come in there. Yeah, as soon as they walk past you, hey, you like a bag? Let's talk about Blue Cross. I have it. Great. Let's talk about the new benefits. See, that's it. Oh, I have Aetna. Awesome. I'm so glad you said you have something that we got to talk about, you know?
Bill,
go ahead.
Bill, just to let everybody know, I didn't have to bring materials. They had the materials there already. So that's great. So we just got to go, you know, where they keep it and set up. So I didn't even have to drag a whole bunch of paraphernalia. It's already there.
Yeah, and so they're set up. So if you guys get contracted with us and work with Nick, we could get you a table. There's tons of ShopRites in the Philadelphia and the surrounding county, and also fresh grocery too. Okay. So you guys can do that. Nick will set you up. You call them, you pick a store. I know a couple more agents just did it. And you can start collecting leads now, because once we find out what the other carriers are doing, have you guys noticed that the other carriers are not showing their benefits till September? Anyone in here know that? When have they ever done it? What veterans on here, when have they showed full benefits in September? Can you guys tell me?
Never.
Right.
We've always had them early.
Yeah. Right. That would be a never. And it's because it's about to be some stuff. Stuff is shaking up, because Bill and I have been in 20 plus years, and I ain't never seen this happen.
Nope. So we already know.
It has never happened.
Yeah, they're waiting to find out what they're doing. And it only takes a little bit for one of the main carriers here in Philly for a tidal wave to happen. And you guys caught it. You built up your lead list. You're getting a list. So imagine building up a warm market retail. Then you have a list sitting in front of you. You can text clients or email them your link. You can help them enroll. You could go over their home and enroll, and then you can cross-sell them. That's how big the opportunity is right here.
Absolutely.
You're going to bump into 50 apps, you know, minimum. You should just crash. You know, it's no way, because you can throw a rock. Anyone has Medicare, they need to talk to somebody. Somebody's going to scream.
Bill, can I just jump in here? Because I want to say, for those agents that are not doing retail, or, you know, not doing well in retail, do it again, and do not sit on your phone. Step out in front of your booth and talk. Oh, wait, you know, stay on your phone. Go ahead, because when I come in behind you, I'm going to enroll all those people. My first retail in the season, I did my first retail several years back. I enrolled 100 clients on top of everything else I was doing.
Beautiful.
So you got to get your head together, get off your darn phone and get out in the aisle and help people pick soda, help people pick the sales products, and start having a conversation with them. You're just there. You're not there to sell them anything. You're there to give them the information they're going to need for their new enrollment period. And oh, by the way, if you need extra help, here I am for you.
And that's another good segment too. I know, Chris, LIS is going way up. It's going
nice.
PACE, we're going to find out what's going on with the state with PACE here. So LIS is definitely shooting way up. I heard that was from the feds. I mean, more than has ever gone up before. So you have all these great tools coming out to help assist with prescription drug help. Okay. And you want to be in the know right now. That's why we're starting so early. I know it's August, people getting ready. Oh, I ain't take my vacation. I got another big one. I have all these agents. I had all these vacations. I know it's tough. I'm fighting Chris right now. I'm trying to get people on because they want to get on in September where we can't, you know, kind of change or get releases. Guys, we got to line up, come together.
Got to release
an organization that is just purely, basically structured and understands Medicare like niche loss and gets set up because they're doing stuff for us. Chris, these guys are doing stuff for this, not just, oh, you have a contract and that's it. You don't hear from someone unless they're trying to get you to recertify or something. That's sometimes what you hear from other FMOs. No, we're actually bringing opportunity, trainings, and everything to you guys. So, Chris, I'll let you, take up for that one. But I just wanted to say that, that's why I joined Niche Loss, because they're bringing all the back office support, all of the integrity, tools and everything. And then also the opportunity that they have with the carrier, because even a few carriers told me to get with Niche Loss, that they're doing things with them. That's right. And you guys got to understand, deals are made in the summertime.
Exactly.
Product is sold in October. Okay. That means everything's done. You don't wait until you find out everything that came out, because all the deals are done. You get the deals now.
Deals are done.
Right.
Hey, Chris, what stores are in Pittsburgh area?
So the stores in the Pittsburgh area, CJ, we're going to be looking at Highmark for that, and then UPMC as well for the stores. Aetna's going to be pushing out some stores as well, but they haven't made their stuff as official as what IBC has yet. So we will know more about those. I know that Highmark will have AHN facility opportunities, but they have not given us as much information on it. Some of these carriers, everybody, and similar to the benefits as to what Bill mentioned earlier, some of the carriers are late on everything. The CMS final rule that was originally proposed back in April, that had to be adjusted, so it didn't completely cut out, because it totally went after the industry and almost put the industry completely up on its head. If anybody was reading that stuff, it was going to change everything about what we do here. But what that has done is it's made the carriers have to kind of step back on what they can and cannot do in certain places, in terms of providing agent opportunities. So carriers are not only behind on the benefits this year, but they're also behind on opportunities. So I think that we're going to be getting a flood of information coming up here. And you will be getting all those updates from Bill, from us, whatever it may be. There will be an email going out about every new opportunity, everything such as that. And CJ, as you know, especially if you're local in Pittsburgh, I'll be lucky enough to get to meet you in person next week, actually. But we're here for support. We're a call away too, because I might not always know what you need. Sometimes you need to tell me what you need as well, right? So that's something too, so yeah, I mean, we'll be looking into more retail opportunities, CJ, and more will definitely be popping up.
Okay.
And then beyond that too. So Bill, you mentioned the new federal poverty limit earlier for LIS. I haven't even thought to look at the number yet, but you're right. I mean, this number is for a single person in the US, $38,000 is the new limit. Think about that. Honestly, I remember 10 years ago, $38,000 was a pretty darn good salary. Now, right, exactly. Like, you were able to live off 38. Now that's 250% of the federal poverty limit. But while these limits are going up, inflation's going up, people's wages aren't going up. Right. We're going to have more and more opportunity on these LIS consumers than ever as well. And for also a change in LIS for 2025 is there is no LIS levels anymore. If you're on LIS, you're on 100% LIS, no questions about it whatsoever, which is going to be amazing.
That's amazing. There's no levels. You guys haven't seen it. Maybe I should email that out, but you guys can Google that. You look at it right. Yeah. But yes, they're out, guys. I mean, it blew me away. I was like, whoa. 38,000 for a single person. Okay. So of course it's more. I forgot what it is. I had so many numbers in my head. I forgot what it was for a married couple, but just imagine that, guys.
Crazy.
I know, 38,000.
That's crazy.
Grand.
Yeah. Wow. So is that all part of reduction? That's all part of the act. Reduction Act, the Inflation Reduction Act.
I don't know for
that's
sure.
Probably what.
Is a part of
all
it,
right.
because LIS for a long time. But let's say it is because they had to adjust something. Yeah. They had to adjust. But that jump, this thing was at 21,000. This thing jumped to 38,000. It was 21. I remember 21, 25. It was going up a little bits, But 38,000?
That's
what that means? Wow. Pretty much everybody can switch a plan or get a plan doing lock-in or something, you know, or you can help them with their prescription drugs. So you know how powerful that is, that us as agents should be helping our clients out. If they qualify for that, we should be helping them enroll them into that, you know, like do it online. You know, I do their LIS online. You go to socialsecurity.gov, guys, and go to extra help and help them do it. They can do it online.
Is that based, Bill, on gross or net income from their tax return or what?
You know what? I should look at that too. What about if they did adjust it and they made it for gross? I don't know.
I'll look into that.
Yeah, I didn't look. I just saw, you know how like you pop up and you see it, guys, and I read it, but I didn't go into details. And I was like, whoa, I was just blown away by it. Then I got busy because I'm trying to get everybody ready for the season. But
yeah,
we'll get that information. We'll send that out. We'll get that out in an email to everybody. Once I get the info I need, I'll get that out.
Yeah, so unlike PAD though, LIS, you can't have any 401 or anything, right? It's just all that, everything counts towards that money. Is that correct?
Yeah, the same stuff that would count towards your, well, Medicaid works different in every state, but so here in PA, whatever would count as your assets and income for Medicaid counts the same as LIS here. Chris, where are you at?
I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
So,
I am not as 100% familiar with South Carolina, but we can get those answers for you.
okay.
And also, guys, just in case for the folks who haven't really messed around with LIS before, not only is this going to help with the drug cost, it's a godsend there, but there's also plans out there. Every Medicare Advantage plan you look at, there's one premium for the month, right? Realistically, there's two premiums that go inside of that main monthly premium. There's a Part C premium that is built around for the medical cost of what you're paying on this portion of the premium for medical services. The remaining is Part D. A lot of these carriers are very savvy. They know that if I go on LIS and I make the majority of my premium Part D heavy, 100% of that Part D premium is going to be subsidized by LIS. So an example, Bill, and I think it's the Essential IBC plan. We were all flipping out about it when we saw it at the IBC rollout. I think it's like, I can't recall the premium on it, but I'm pretty sure if LIS, you get that plan for like $4 a month or something like that. It's something stupid low. So LIS not only gives people cheaper drug costs, but it allows us to give them a better Medicare Advantage product at a lower cost when originally they probably couldn't afford it in the first place. So this plan, this program does everything for our consumers and opens up so much more opportunity for us as agents as well.
And speaking of Blue Cross, you know, I just got an email today because I know we're having a discussion, guys. So I got an email today that their benchmark, they possibly improved their plan even more because I know. So we don't even know. They're actually going to discuss it, I think, September 9th. And they want us to come back to parks. Wow, it must be good because if it was bad, they wouldn't want you to come back and pay some money to come back to Parks Casino, right? If they want us to come back, it's because they approved it in more because it was I think August 8th was the last day that they can really submit everything to CMS. And so they must have submitted more and got it even better, tightened it up, even more, because that essential plan is $16 a month, right? So, but that plan is so powerful here in the 5 counties. Like I said, that plan is given a per stay for hospitalization, $3,000 in first dollar dental, including implants, $300 medical payment card or dental vision hearing. You can use it. Transportation, groceries. If they have LIS, groceries, a box of groceries for 12 weeks. You can't beat that plan. Zero to see the doctors, a POS, point of service is even better. HMO POS is like a even bigger service market. You guys don't understand when the 800-pound gorilla here in the Philadelphia area really woke up. I have never seen. I've been with Blue Cross since they first started Medicare Advantage. Laura too, Joanne too, Chris too. A lot of you guys been there from the beginning. Okay, have you ever seen something that powerful?
No.
And Bill, I want to tell you that I want to tell you that I think the reason you're coming back is I was on a meeting on Monday And all the carriers, based upon what happened a few weeks before, had to go back in and rebid everything.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see a lot of that changing now.
Which is why they haven't rolled things out yet.
Right. So you
That's
should
why.
be, you guys
They
should
knew
be
it was
setting
coming.
up your high-rise buildings, your churches. You should be doing a big POS campaign. I mean, a PSA campaign right now, because they don't understand the change. These are real changes. This is not like an adjustment of changes and plans get better. This is a real change, okay? Because what's going to happen is it's going to be shockers to people, okay? It's going to be shockers because we don't know what's going on with some of the competitors with these debit cards, okay? But let me tell you something, because cost of food went up. I was just watching the CPI today and everything. The cost of food went up. So if they're on these debit cards and they're buying food at $300, they're accustomed to this extra additional, way of living, right? If you smack that down like $200 or down to $100 or get rid of it, it's going to cause panic in the market, okay? A lot of volatility. That's why Chris is saying, hey, 60% of these people will be shopping. Why? Because imagine in January, they don't know. They get the ANOC letters, they mail them out, guys. When they send out the ANOC letters, it's always in October. So they don't even know. They're not going to, and it's in black and white. It's not even in color. They don't even do us a service like, yeah, it's your new benefits in color, and give them a little card and show them that, hey, this is going away to this. They don't do that. So when they read it, it's like a dictionary, a little small dictionary. So they're just black and white. So they don't read it. So imagine if you have a dual, I'm not saying no names of company, and they have $300 and it goes to, let's say, $100. Is that a shocker to Ms. Jones that may have been using the $300, barely getting by? She doesn't know it's $100. Okay. And then you have a solution to get to her and say, well, we could get you up there or maybe more, or these shockers, we got you covered. That's why I say do a PSA, get the churches, high-rise buildings, because you got to get that word out, because every plan, guys, they're coming out with the plans in September because they're trying to cover the shockers, okay? And then what they're going to do is have you come in a room and say, because of the Inflation Reduction Act, we as a company had to do this. That means they're blaming it on the government. That's what they're going to do. I see it happening.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Insurance companies are going to point to the government. That's it. Somebody got to be the boogeyman. So that hurts our clients. So we have to be the one to get out there, and they're paying us more too. Isn't that a shock? That was shocking too. Like, they're actually paying us more. I was like shocked. Like, did you guys see the rates increase? I sent it to you guys. Like, they're paying us.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So
Bill, it's even more subservient than that, because when they send your bills out to us, they send it in an envelope and it says important plan documents, and then you open it up and it's your EOB,
Yeah.
So now when they send that ANOC letter out, they say your important plan documents. Guess what we're doing with it?
Right.
Throwing it in the trash, or we're throwing it in the file, because it's, that's just my EOB, and you're missing that letter. And that is one of the biggest things you got to tell people.
Oh, yeah.
You have got to read that letter this year. It's really important.
Some will, but like a lot of them won't. Some of your savvy consumers will be screaming, calling like, hey, what's going on here? Like,
did you read your letter?
Happened. Yeah, I know I have some savvy people, and honestly, guys, my people that are on Blue Cross, I had one client lose Blue Cross last year. One out of my book of business. One.
Right.
Which means that once they're on it, I'm just saying, they're on it, not getting
They're
off.
on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're still paying us lump sum. Hopefully they don't watch this. Just keep paying lump sum. Just keep doing that. Don't put it in it. Don't change that. But against the other competitors. So that's why I'm so excited and keep having these, me, Chris, Zach, everyone keep having these weekly, discussions of what's going on right now in this market. So you guys can get with us, get the releases, because in September you guys won't be able to get released. And then you're gonna talk to us again, and Laura's gonna say, oh yeah, I sent 100 text messages to people, they all enrolled, and I'm getting 808 for all of them because I called the list. And you're like, what? Yeah, Bill gave me a list. Oh, don't worry, I got 400 more to go. I'm like, oh, well, you didn't change. Well, how come my other FMO didn't give it to me? Okay.
Well,
You know,
They just didn't
hey,
have it.
too late now.
Like
It's
that.
already gone. You know, once that list is gone, it's gone. It's gone.
Have you started? I haven't gotten anything from the list.
No, that's
You-
not.
No,
That's not going to.
that's not.
You know, when we
It's
get to
not started yet.
Maggiano's, we'll talk more about that. But that's, you know, that's going to be for, you know, AEP. But I'm just
Bill,
saying,
you're
like,
gonna have to, you're gonna have to record Maggiano's for me.
yeah, I know. But you're in South Carolina because, again, you know, one of the carriers is in South Carolina, which is great. So if we
I
talk
know.
to the VP, I can, you know, ask him, hey, what are you doing with the South Carolina? Do you have a state list for that? If not, we still give you the list. You can still call for PA, you know?
Okay.
And by the way, for the duals, and we found this out too, me and Chris, I know, and I'm giving it back to Chris. If they're aligned, a state Medicaid HMO is aligned with a Medicare Advantage plan, basically Keystone First aligned with VIP, they're locked in for the year, guys. Did you guys know that? You can't switch them. You can't go over there with another carrier and say, I'm gonna switch them. You can't.
So that's no quarterly switching for these people when they're in that?
If they're aligned, no.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
They're
Well,
locked.
that go beyond that, yeah. I mean, the only between outside of AEP and OEP, unless if I'm new to Medicare or I got a change in my status or I have any other kind of unnatural SEP, event type SEP, I am not able to go from XYZ carrier to another carrier that doesn't have a state Medicaid contract. So the duals that used to go from United to Aetna to Humana, United to Humana, that's done. They can't do that no more.
But look at
so that business sticks.
Let's think of the reverse. But what about if they are on a state plan and you're going to switch them to one that's aligned? Now you have a monthly lot. You can monthly put them in. You could change them once a month. Well, you know, once they're in, they're in. So if you have somebody that's on a state plan and they're with somebody outside the alignment and they're in, let's say, April, well, you could switch them for May and put them into a plan and align them up. Got that? Which means you could change them every month. If they're not aligned.
Not on the plan, you can put them on the plan.
Right. If they're not on the plan, you can put them on the plan. Because most people here in Philly, majority of them here, at least in this section of the state, most of them on Keystone First.
So who is VIP aligned with?
Keystone First.
Oh.
And they'll be on the same card now. It'll say Keystone First and VIP on the same card. That means they're aligned.
Which means you can change them?
No, that means somebody behind your back can't change them.
So, you mean we can change them during AEP and then they can't change?
Yeah, then they can't change, you know, going. So if you, let's say somebody wanted to come and put them in something else other than that,
right.
They would have to find a real special election. They can't just change them because they're a dual. Like they would have to move or something like that, or, you know, but other than that, they won't be changing. They can't change. That's what I'm saying. Like they have to qualify for a different SEP. They can't say that they're dual and change for the quarter.
So that's straight across the board, right?
Yeah, that is across the board. So Chris has to find that out. We have to find that out. What state, even in New Jersey, like who got awarded the state Medicaid contracts, right? For HMOs for the state, right? And who has an advantage plan? So we have to find that. It could be Humana, could have something in Jersey, or AmeriHealth, right? AmeriHealth had it for a long time in the state of New Jersey, but AmeriHealth has a dual plan, you know, the AmeriHealth, but it's a different part of Blue Cross, you know, that's another licensee. It's not the Philadelphia office, the MAPD it is, but the dual plan is not. So it's a lot going on. So that's what I mean. Like Medicare, you got to be like up on that, you know. Who got awarded the state? I'm gonna look for the state of Pennsylvania. That came out on the August 8th. So I can look and see what carriers got awarded the state plan for the state of PA and then what sections they got, you know? So we know PA Health and Wellness, we know UPMC, that could be aligned with UPMC over in Pittsburgh area, like where CJ at, it could be aligned up, you know? In New Jersey, I don't know. I gotta look. Delaware, we gotta look
for that as well.
Gonna look it up, yeah.
And then you can align them up and you'll lock them in. They'll be locked in. That's why I'm glad we have this discussion, because we're learning too. It's like a learning thing too. You know, because I can't wait to text them my URL. If I could text them my link, my Pearl, with my picture and say, here, take this, I'm upgrading your benefits. Oh, okay. Yeah, did you get my link? Yeah, go ahead, fill that out. You know, you got Keystone First, right? Yep, yeah, just fill it out. We'll upgrade the benefits. Give you 5,000 in dental. We'll give you 200. See, I already know the plan already. You know, we're going to give you this thing. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll sign up. My doctor takes it. Yeah, I just checked them online. Yep, they take it. See? Oh, okay, cool. $800. That's going to be how it's going to work during this AEP. It's going to be insane. The amount of the amount. So we got to get you guys contracted and everything now. So whoever's not, got to get you with Chris, get with myself, we'll assess those plans in those areas of the DNV and other areas. Because I know it's like, well, I want it right now. We don't even know what plans are. I mean, like, it's so crazy right now. Like, the major national carriers won't even show their hand until September. I can't even tell you guys, like, well, what's going on with UHC or that and this and that. UHC said we're not even having and I know the people, guys, have been working with UHC since 2006. And they're having a virtual rollout. And I'm like, really? You're going to wait all the way to September? You know, I'm like, I won't know the plans here in PA. Chris, I won't know. I don't know. So I'm like, wow, you won't tell us what's going on. So I can't say nothing, guys, till like the middle of September. But we'll find out, but we just got to get you guys aligned. Start loading your prospects in your CRM now. Absolutely. That's the point.
100%.
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry, I'm done.
No, I was just saying 100%, Clifton. Great point. Get everything prepared. It's all about stacking up everything. Again, you have no spare hours during AEP. You have no time to spare at all. Make sure you have everything prepared and ready to be streamlined and automated so that all you're worrying about is sales, service, client, not organize, repeat, right? Just have everything as prepared as possible. It's going to help you in the long run. Simple as that. And watch your AEP go from, I don't know, say 100 apps to 130 apps just by making sure you're prepared.
I'm excited about the retail stores. I'm excited that you guys can get in churches, other organizations, grassroots marketing, the Integrity Center, the Medicare Center, where we can enroll our clients. So you guys can enroll out of state, you know. You guys can send them email or text them your link. The Medicare Center has so many trainings, guys. You guys can jump on them, take your screenshot of your picture and everything, create your own link. And there's trainings on that, and send them your IBX link for whatever carrier that you're going to put them in. And then you could check your back office and you can see that that client has been enrolled. They're going to do that a lot too. So if you can't get to them because it's your book of business, then send them a text message, your link, upgrade their plan. For me, a lot of my clients have, let's say, Keystone 65 Basic. I'm calling them up. Hey, this new plan came out. Here it is. Take the link, sign, write yourself up. I walk them through it, tell them the benefits and everything else. They look at it. I send it to them. That's it. They're going to do stuff with their fingers, guys. They're going to be, well, yeah, I did it. Oh, I could see it because I can look at my back. Oh, did you just do it? You just do it, Ms. Jones? Yes, I'm done. Okay, great. Yeah, I see it right here. You signed up. You're good. See? How many can you do a day? We couldn't do that before, right? Come on, Joanne. Come on, guys. Could we enroll people like that before? No. We had to do
No, we couldn't. Let's do it.
Just saying. The scope of appointment, everything's in there already. Like, come on. We couldn't do that before. Yeah, Jermaine Monroe. Yeah, he's been doing it a long time. You know, we couldn't do that before, right? Put on social media. So, yeah, that's what Chris, they can set up a social media campaign. People do that and they click and, you know, but yeah, you could do that. They compliantly do it. You'll learn how to do it.
Yeah, even if you're just putting it out to your friends and family. People might not even know in your own family tree, they might not even know you do this. Maybe you do a good job of marketing yourself, but if you haven't, make sure you're taking care of your seniors in your family, anybody else, you know, any of your younger folks who need any ACA, whatever that is, your family should also be your clients because no one's going to take care of them like you would.
Oh,
Simple
speaking
as
of
that.
ACA, so Chris, you guys do ACA, right? Affordable Care Act,
Yep.
guys.
Yes, we do the ACA as well. And we have products available there too.
Oh, okay.
So if you got younger people that, hey, I need health insurance because they're seeing it on TV, because they're going to blast this on TV. Like it's going to be insane on TV. Well, it's going to be a lot of, you're going to have the election stuff, you're going to have Medicare stuff all day. That's all you're going to see. They're going to be totally brainwashed on two things, okay? But they're going to be talking about the, a lot of health insurance stuff is going to be on there, but the Inflation Reduction Act, I'm sure they're going to put that on TV, guys. I know they are. Changes in your
100%.
Medicare, no more donut holes. So, like they're going to say all that stuff. People are like, what do you mean none of that? What's going on here? That's it.
100%. Take advantage of it. They're going to do the marketing for you. You just got to be the person who's ready to answer the question, because they're going to have them. The marketing is going to be done for you this year by the news, as what Bill said. Everyone's going to have questions. So whenever you're at whatever store you're at, whatever opportunity you're at, or however you're putting yourself out there, hey, have you seen the news about Part D changes? Have you been able to talk with your agent yet? No. Let's take care of it right now. Go from there.
And just a side note, because I've already had my clients call me already. The scam callers are calling them now and saying they are with Aetna or they are with Cigna. Now, somehow they know that client is on Aetna or Cigna or whatever. Somehow they're knowing this, and I don't even know how that's happening. And then they're scamming the client. Fortunately, I had a client call me the other day. I got the phone number and I called the phone number, and sure enough, it's a scam. And I sent it to Aetna, and Aetna says they're really not doing anything about it. They know it's out there, but they're not going to do anything. So you need to educate your client, particularly now.
Send your clients letters, if you guys can, that, hey, get up with me. Send them a pre-approach letter, guys. I send them a pre-approach letter. I'll show you what it looks like. Got one right here. And you send this to them, you put your picture on it. You don't have to get product specific. You don't have to get carrier specific, but what you do is you keep it generic. Hey, there's a lot of changes and benefits for 2025 as far as prescription drugs, debit card stuff. You keep it very generic. That's why I'm keeping you guys safe and compliant, because then you'll know. You send it out. You're not talking about benefits, and then you can put on there, there's more greater benefits out there, more dental. You can say all of that, just not get into carrier. That will help protect you. I mean, as we get off, I mean, they did, I think, like a little while ago, they breached everyone's social security numbers. That's been just talking about on the news right now. The National Policy Institute, somebody hacked into it and took everyone's social security numbers. Okay, so I freezed up my credit reports and everything like that, because you just never know. So it's a lot of bad actors and and bad things out there, guys. So the first thing I would do in Medicare is start calling up your clients, getting them prepared, send them letters, let them know there's changes. You're probably going to have to change them or upgrade their benefits. I like using that word. If you're keeping them in the same family, you want to upgrade them, or you might have to show them another plan and say, hey, look, unfortunately, your plan has been affected by the Inflation Reduction Act, and they took away some benefits. Okay, because again, most insurance companies about profits over people. Don't think that they're not okay. They never lose. That's why they're an insurance company, right? They're not losing. They'll lose markets before they take a loss. Okay, they'll fire people before they take a loss. They're not going to. So we just might be in a market here in Philly or other places where certain carriers we love this year are skimming down, and we need to go with the carriers that we know that show their hand, made some amazing benefits. A lot of the locals and regional carriers are like chomping at the bits right now, because they're like, oh, we're going to be more aggressive. You want to work with that. That's why we're here doing this and having all the tools, the technology, the compliance, and everything, guys, to keep you guys safe, selling great, compliantly, marketing yourself. Yes, the government and these TV commercials do the marketing for you. We're just getting ahead of the contracting side of it earlier. So the next steps, guys, is to get contracted. get with me, text me, or get with Nick if you're contracted with both Blue Crosses. Okay, both. See us at Maggiano's. I've been texting it or emailing it to you guys. If you guys can make it, register, get certified first, get your certifications in and everything now. Get that stuff done now. So this way you can focus on marketing, get the training with niche loss when it comes to the Medicare Center and the Lead Center. So you be trained, get your URL, because I'm going to have mines. Because guys, I'm going to be texting my clients. I'm going to be doing some crazy stuff October 15th. Yes, paper apps come out October 1st, guys. You guys can learn that game too. I show you how to do that with paper version. You can sit on them. So you guys got to learn the game. We're here to teach you guys the game and do it compliantly, the right way of how to pre-enroll, okay, and how to submit apps on the 15th. And then from the 15th on, I think everybody should have your link, okay? And then as soon as the 15th hit, you should just be texting, boom, 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 all your URL, and tell them in the text, get this plan, select this. I'll walk you through it if you need, and let them sign themselves up. Next thing you know, you got 10 apps in like one day on the 15th. Chris?
That's the way it goes. Get them all in quick. That's it. I've seen people submit 18 applications on the first day. It's crazy. And that's a long day. Don't get me wrong. But you know what they did? They worked. They got their pipeline in full. In October 1st through the 15th, they were actually doing consultations with their members already, because you can do your consultations the 1st through the 15th. It doesn't just start on the 15th. I can talk to anybody about whatever, and I can have 18 people lined up for what plans I know they're going to switch to by the 15th. Next thing you know, I'm rolling into hour 13 of AEP, and I have 20 apps on the board already. Yep. It happens, and people do it every year. And you know what that guy does every year? 200 to 300, because he automates everything. He builds his pipeline, and he knows what he needs to do. So if you organize it, you can defeat time during AEP if you have everything organized, because there's going to be agents out there, guys, that aren't doing what you're going to be doing. They're not going to be prepared. They're not doing more than 3 to 4 appointments a day. As Bill mentioned earlier, you can easily put 7 to 8 appointments on a board at once, because you have the technology to automate everything. You know where people are going. You're smart. You've learned the product in the market. You're not going to take nearly as much time to figure it out as these other agents. So the more prepared you are, the more knowledgeable you are, and the more streamlined everything is and organized, the more you're going to write. It's as simple as that. So 1st through the 15th is realistically the most probably important time of your actual AEP.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
And it's probably not correct, but I just want to make sure I'm clear in my head. When I'm doing all those, prior, the 1st through the 15th, talking to them about the plans and blah, blah, blah. You know how you can go into Medicare Center and you can send them the link to sign the application?
Yes.
Can you do that and tell them, don't sign this until the 15th?
You can do that. However,
Okay.
So you can. So that link stays live, I think, for 3 weeks, Chris. Now here's my only thing and you would know your clients better than I would.
Right.
Sometimes if it's not at the top of the mailbox, I don't know if it's going to get done as well, right? Now, people who know how to pin it, so an important email comes into mind. I get like 300 of these damn things a day, but I pin it at the top. If your consumers know how to do that, perfect. Otherwise, you're going to be getting a lot of calls. Just take it however you think. If I'm talking to someone who knows what they're doing, then I'll do that. If not, then I just make a note, 8 a.m. that day, send it. Here you go. Have a great day.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any concerns or questions. I don't know. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a great idea though, because it's the same thing as leaving an application in someone's place and then them mailing it to you.
Correct. All right. I just wanted to make sure maybe those last 2 or 3 days, people that are cognizant of things, you could just send them the link and say, okay, don't sign this until Monday morning.
Yeah. And you know what the good part is that it wouldn't even be available for them to sign until the 15th, because the system won't allow them to do it for a 2025 plan. So they can only do it. Matter of fact, it would be great. Chris, you might need to get on a call at the Medicare Center board, because how cool of an idea would it be to be able to send a re-notification email to all these folks who you've already sent this link to between the 1st and the 15th. You might be getting called by the big eye just to kind of hear about what you got going on in that head, because it's a great idea. I love it.
Right. That would be an awesome way to be able to do that. Just
A pre-enrollment
you're having that
idea or something.
conversation. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
That's
Right. Thank
awesome,
you so much.
Chris. Yeah, yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's
Thank
a great
you.
idea. Yeah, because you could be 100 in if you could do something like that, because you could be working those phones from the first to the 50th, because they really want to know, you know. So if you catch them that early, then yeah.
Right. And, I always have trouble going back again, to them, going back around again sometimes. So if I just have that initial conversation and then I can just fill the app out with them and then send it to them, boom, they sign it on the 15th, and that's that.
I love that
And I
idea.
check them off my list.
I'm going to take that directly to, so the president of NICHLOS works very closely with the Medicare Center team within Integrity. I'm taking this directly to her and saying, get the team on this. If we can get it done, it would be, and who knows, honestly, maybe it's already in the works and I haven't heard of it yet, but that's a wonderful idea. I mean, it would just, to Bill's point, 18 doesn't even sound that great. 100 can be done on that thing, right? You know what I mean? Like, I can get 100, and then you know what? So, but and you know what? And I'll be happy to say that the gentleman who I will now definitely take this idea to, Chris, he's over in Spokane, Washington. You don't got to worry about him with your clients. I promise you guys.
No, I'm not. So let me ask you one more thing. You talked about part of the company helping you do your mailers.
Yes.
To your clients. Is that through NICHLOS? Is that through you?
Right? So we'll help you build the pieces. We'll help you design them, letters, whatever it may be. We do have a third-party vendor that we work with that we would work out with. We can send everything to him and he can coordinate the billing with you. So everything from design to getting it to the mailing house, everything such as that. All we need from you is verification that you like the piece we created. Give us the okay on it. Of course, we check it for compliance. Then from there, we connect you with our third-party vendor, and you two work out billing from there. And we give you the quotes and everything such as that. We tell you what the dollar amount would be. You just handle the invoice between you and the
separately, right?
Yeah, right. But we do everything else on that process for you. We walk you through it pretty much until you're on the finish line. You're off.
Yeah, I got to do a lot more automation this year because this is huge for me, and I'm just, it's a lot for us, and for those of us that have been in a long time.
And something with that too, Chris, and and some people, like a lot of things of what I talk with agents, and I ask them why they're not creating their marketing pieces. They always blame time. I don't have time to do it. I don't have time here, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. Everybody here, just go to nichlos.com. I'll put it in the chat here. Let's see. And what you can do here is that we have our agent resources page, and you can go ahead and even see a good bit of the catalog of our pre-made templates already. Like, you could be someone and say, I don't want to put time into it. Give me a letter. I'm saying to my clients, we have all this stuff right here already. We have digital marketing, everything such as that. You can look into our business card templates, postcard template, flyer templates, miscellaneous templates, whatever it may be. So follow that link there. If you see something you like and you say, I'd like to send that out to 500 consumers. All right, well, then tell us what you want on it. If you want to adjust it at all, we'll put your name on it, put your contact information on it. Tell us where you want to do the mailing. We will actually provide you the list of people. Well, we won't even provide it to you. We'll provide it directly to the vendor. Or if you have a list, you can give that to us as well. We can do book of business mailers, whatever. Just send us a list. So, but go on the website, check out what we have. If you like what you see, let us know. We'll be able to go ahead and you can submit requests right at the bottom of it too, to have a consultation, or just let myself know.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
I just want to say
absolutely.
And end on this note. This is why we joined NICHLOS as a family, because they have the right hub, the right support, technology, Chris and everyone there, and getting up and aligning up with integrity and everything. That's why I was trying to tell you guys, we need a hub, we need a place that has everything organized in order, so we can do what we need to do best to reach out to our current book of business, your new book of business, and marketing strategies and compliance and everything in one house. So this way you guys can just focus on building your book of business right now, than being all over the place with so many different FMOs. You have one powerhouse here that's well connected, and you have all the technology and the support you need, So we're here. They have the platform. You guys just, get with the contracting, and we can move forward, and we can have the best AEP ever, the best year too, not even just AEP, the whole year.
Right.
Go ahead, Laura.
And the more products we have with nice loss, the more the help they give you. I mean, that only makes sense. If you're scattered all over the place, and 90% of these other places aren't really doing anything for the agent. So nice loss is, I mean, where have you heard where you can call with a customer service issue to your upline? No, they be like, call the carrier.
Yeah.
So it's like you got another backup system there ready to serve you and help you throughout, all time, but especially during AEP when we got all these issues that may come up. So,
okay. Our new acronym is NLF.
NLF?
Yeah, I can't say that. Nice loss, just call it NLF.
Just NNF. Just call us NF. It's not, it's tough. Yeah, we have a tough name, but that's because we stick in the background. You guys are the show. You're all the show here. We're just in the background. Don't worry about our name. Just call us NNF, and we'll be able to support you guys with whatever you need.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate this. And we'll be doing this again, guys. We'll hear some more things, but next week is a big week. It's a lot of events going on. So I know I'll see you guys at some of the events. You guys got to get up with me, get up with your uplines, whoever presented, this presentation to you guys. If you guys got to get with me, I mean, you know how to get with me, email or call me. We can get you guys contracts. If you need releases, we can get those releases to you. We can get the training. We're going to do training here at the office too, on a weekly basis. Once we know everything that comes out, of course. So sometime in September, because we don't know what's going on. There's no point of training. And then we can train you here, at least locally, what's going on here. And this is going to be one of the best AEPs ever, guys. So I really look forward to teaming up and joining you guys. I want to thank you guys too. But this is going to be, I mean, it's not that I'm excited, but this is going to be the holy grail of Medicare here. So you guys got it. Right place at the right time. I can say that.
We can sleep on December 8th.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. December 8th. You could take a nap.
Yes.
Yeah, take your B12, everybody.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next Zoom. Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Bill. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Take
Bye.
care, guys.
Bye-bye.